we're gonna have this one. I think we're gonna need to define every single trigonometry function. So this is gonna be x, right? And this is gonna be y. And because this is y, right, which is, let's blurry, 2 root 3. And this is -2. And we need to find r. How do we find r? We can find r with the Pythagorean theorem. Yeah, that one. Equals r squared. And we know what x and y is. We know x is -2 squared plus 2 root 3 squared equals r squared. Okay, now we solve this. It's going to be 4 plus this one you can split into 2. So it really looks like this. And 2 root 3 squared. Okay. And what you do here is you multiply, you distribute like that. And what you're going to get is you're going to get, well, it actually don't distribute. You just multiply this one with this one, 4. And you also multiply this one, which is square root 3, and square root 3 over here. Square root 3 times square root 3 is just 3. So that's going to be times 3. Okay? And what you get is 12. So that's really 4 plus 12, which is 16. And because it's r squared, you're going to need to square root it. So I'll just do that for you. And you square both sides, and you get 4 equals r. Okay? Now we know r equals 4. And now we know sine, right? Sine is just y over r, and y is 2 root 3 over 4, which is r. And this can reduce, so this is just root 3 over 2. I'm gonna do cosine next. Cosine is x over r, and cosine x over r is going to be -2 over 4, which is also known as -1/2. Next is tangent. For number 8, it's going to be the same thing. Tangent, and tangent is, I read for you, it's y over x, and y would be 2 root 3 over x, which is -2, which reduces to -√3. Okay, and now we're going to move on to the next ones. Next ones are going to be cosecant. Cosecant is just the opposite of sine, which is just 1 over sine. And you might be confused about that, but you literally just flip it. So it's going to be, instead of y over r, it's just going to be r over y. You literally just flip it. So it's going to be 4 over 2 square root 3. And you're going to be like, how do I rationalize this? Because you can't have a square root in the denominator. You multiply by square root 3. And actually, you don't even need to do this because you can simplify these two. So what you really get is 2 root 3. And by the way you did it, or the teacher did it, this should be the answer, but it's not really the answer because you multiply square root 3. And what you get is 2 root 3 over 3. This is the real answer. Your teacher kind of did it wrong, but what's next is the opposite of this one. So instead of x over r, this is going to be secant, which is r over x. R is 4, x is -2. And that answer is going to be -2, because -2 times -2 is 4. And the next one is cotangent, which is the last one, which is just x over y, which is literally the opposite of tangent. And what you get is -2 over 2 root 3. And you can simplify these two to get -1 over root 3, right? And multiply by the well-chosen one, well-chosen one. And what you get is -√3 over 3. And yeah, that's the answer. So that's how you do number 7, I think. Okay, bye.